How do we create the perfect fat burning breakfast? What foods are going to help us burn the most body fat? I'm just finishing up day 29 of walking an hour every day, guys. And this is a group that we created on Facebook. And we're just going through this process of starting the new year by creating some habits and routines. And so I want to talk to you a little bit about food. As a 50-year-old lifetime natural bodybuilder, the ability to move, which actually helps control my hunger, helps control my inflammation, and actually helps me burn body fat preferentially because of the low intensity steady state nature, has really had a profound impact. But I also want to talk about diet, and a lot of you guys asked me that. So I'll show you what I had for breakfast this morning, which is basically 3 whole eggs, 2 slices of Canadian bacon, and about 3 ounces of blueberries, right? So that's just something that I'll typically eat on a day where I don't have to train. I'm taking a day off from the gym. Why? Carbohydrates are low, so my demands on the days that I don't train are lower. So what is magical about these foods? Absolutely nothing, okay? What's valuable about them for me is that I'm gonna get about 30 grams of protein, about 15 grams of fat, and I'm gonna get some volume from the blueberries, but I think it's about 10 grams of carbohydrates. Now, I'm typically eating a couple 100 grams of carbohydrates a day, and I wanna talk about why people think low carbohydrate diets are better, the best thing for fat loss. There's this idea that somehow insulin is going to prevent fat loss, and when you eat carbohydrates, you spike your insulin. But when you spike your insulin, it comes right back down. It just shuttles all those nutrients where it needs to go. To the muscle is one of those places, okay? Now, if you are over consuming calories for your daily needs, yes, you can actually store body fat, but that has nothing to do with insulin. In fact, if you over consume your calories just eating fat, you're not spiking your insulin. You're just storing it directly as fat. Insulin is not required for fat storage. So there's a big misconception there. The other thing is I've seen people do like a no carbohydrate or very low carbohydrate diets, and they immediately see a big change on the scale and they think that's fat loss. That is not fat loss, not necessarily. It is weight loss. Why? Because 1 gram of carbohydrates holds 4 to 5 grams of water in the muscle. Water, if you've ever picked up a gallon of water, it has a lot of weight to it. So imagine your body can go through a change where it's storing half a gallon or more of water per day based on your carbohydrate and sodium intake for that day. That is not a negative change. As an athlete myself, I am trying to hydrate my muscles. I want to make sure they're full of carbohydrates and water so that I'm able to perform in the gym and build muscle. So don't be afraid of carbohydrates. So why was this meal so valuable for me? It sets me up for the day. I'm going to be able to go work, my brain's going to work, and I'm going to be able to control my calories for the rest of the day. If you don't really know where to start, I have a free calculator I'll put below. And if you really want to see some results like this and this and this and this, join our 90-day challenge starting next week.